Hi, I'm Eleni, aka Lenny's Crochet, and I've got way too much of this, and not enough of this. Until now, university's done for the summer and I'm free to spend my time however I please. So in an effort to use up my ginormous yarn stash, I'm starting this series, Defeating My Yarn Stash, Part 1. Okay, so as you probably gathered from my intro, I have a lot of yarn. It drives me insane. It drives my poor mum insane. I need to get rid of it. I need to get rid of a lot of it. So I've decided to make this series to try and just get rid of it. Not all of it. I don't think I'll ever get rid of all of it. But I'm going to try and reduce it as much as I can. And I'm not allowed to buy yarn for this series. I have to use stuff that I've got with me. So for today's, surprise, surprise, I'm going to start with a top. If you know me, my crochet history, follow me on any other social media platforms, you'll know crochet tops, they are my babies. I know what sort of top I want to make. I don't know what colours at the moment. So it's going to be cotton, and I think it's going to be cotton Aran, because I don't think I have enough DK for a full top. But I do have plenty of Aran, and I think I want to make it like random colours and stripes, something like this sort of pattern. But I'm going to draw out the mock of the top as well and show you. But yeah, right, I'm going to take you around the many little places that I've got yarn dotted and try and pick out some colours. Okay, so I have little random bits here. I want it to be white, some white too, but I think of that, and I think those are different. Ooh, I don't know going on under here. Okay, let's make a little pile. Okay, these two, but I think I have more of this. Oh, like this denim-y colour. That could be quite nice. Okay, I see a blue theme going on. Let's go over here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. God. No. I think yellow. Butter yellow because two. Let me go. Okay, let's put that there. Move my yarn winder. Yeah, I like that a lot. I need some like stronger colours in it. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. It's more of that blue. Nice. More of the denim blue. No. With like hints of yellow here. I think I like that, you know. This is my plan. This is it. Okay. It's gonna be like a halter top, completely random stripes, blue, white, and yellow. Gonna go all the way around, and if you've seen me make tops before, I normally like make it with a tie in the back so that it's adjustable. But I really just want to make a top that completely fits. Even if it doesn't, I have elastic that I can put in it if it doesn't fit. Yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes, and I'm gonna change the colour every row, or like even halfway through a row, and just try and get as much yarn used. I don't know if I'm gonna use it all. Got my little crochet hook pot. I think I'm just gonna stick to a 5. I'm not gonna lie. I know all of this yarn calls for a 5. Let's go. I've started with just a little bit of blue, and I've just made a really long normal single chain that wraps all the way around. Now, my issue is that chains tend to stretch, and then when you put stitches into them, they tend to like shrivel up a little bit. I'm doing double crochets all the way through. Single crochets take too long and they're too stiff. Half doubles, I hate half doubles. Sue me, I hate them. I don't know why. I don't know why. I couldn't give you any rhyme or reason as to why. I just really don't like them. We've landed on doubles. Yeah. Is there any other stitches? I might add like a little scalloped edge around the bottom. I think that could be really cute. I think I'm not going to work in the round, but I am going to connect it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This could go drastically wrong. I'm going to do like the first 2 rows. I'm just going to do 2 rows and then see if it fits. Okay, I haven't done the first row yet, but I have actually already run out. I had 2 like little scrappy ones of these, and I've already used one of them, so that's really good. And also, second note, instead of like changing colours really annoyingly, I'm just gonna do those big I don't even know what the knot's called, but it's the really secure one, and I'm just gonna knot them together and do it that way, because then I think I'm just gonna have less ends, because these knots are really secure. Okay, so I've done 1 row. It actually seems to fit pretty well. I haven't put the mic back on, so if it's muffly, bear with. I spilt eyeliner all over me, it squirted all over me, so let's not. It seems to fit pretty well, so I'm going to keep going now with just a load of random colour rows, and I'm going to keep changing colours. I'm going to give you little updates as we go, because the first half is just like a big rectangle. Even though I put it on in the beginning, it's too big, so it's getting frogged. How sad. A bit annoying. Even though I put it round myself, it is still too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to frog it all. The easy part now is that because they're all knotted together, when I frog it all and then take some chains out, all I actually have to do then is just keep double crocheting all the way around, because the yarn is still all attached as one. That's a positive. There's not many more positives to the situation. Let's frog. It's scrap yarn, but I want to wear it. Like, I want it to fit properly. I need to take out like at least 10. At least 10, yeah. Because even if it's a bit small and it has to stretch, I can steam it. As you probably observe from videos, it's a new day. I've made lots of, it doesn't look like a lot of progress because of where I was before I had to frog it, but now I've had to frog it and then come back, I've actually made quite a bit of progress. How many rows have I done? I'm on my 13th row. I think I'm going to need at least 20 minimum, because I actually want it to be quite long. I'm kind of, and don't quote me, actually I was going to say I'm kind of over crop tops. That's a lie. That is a lie, but I'm kind of like, everything I used to make was really, really cropped. I'm coming out of that a little bit now, like with like general clothing, not necessarily crochet, but general clothing. I'm coming out of it a little bit. Maybe my frontal lobe is developing. I don't know. Anyway, this is where we are. The back looks a bit not as cool as the front, because that, like, I'm doing it so like the front looks cooler. So I've got like these double rows of like the same color, but like honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to use as much yarn as possible. I've managed to use up 2 scrappy bits of this. I will definitely finish one of these. I think I did a whole denim one. So using up the scrap yarn is working, and I think if I have enough yarn at the end, I might make like a cute little matching headband. I feel like that would be so cute. This part's boring, so I'm just going to make the whole like rectangle as though it's almost a tube top, and then I will come back to you. There were not a lot of big meetings regarding the build. I'm an idiot. Well, I'm not an idiot, it's not my fault. I was trying this top on as I was going for like the first, I want to say 10 rows. Fit around the top of my bust pretty well. Like, it was fine, it was okay. And then all of a sudden, it was way too big. Like, I just tried it on. Well, I say just tried it on. I tried it on about an hour ago. And I'll explain what I've been doing for the last hour. I tried it on about an hour ago. Falling off me. Bear in mind, I had to frog it like 10 rows in, and then frog it again like a couple of times. And I took so many chains out with cotton yarn because it doesn't stretch, and then you work into it. But I was like, no, I really want this to be like really nice. Tried putting elastic in it, didn't work, and I was like, nah, it doesn't look right. So I sewed a seam down the back again and cut off. This is why I do like crochets. You can like cut it and then tie it, because of the nature of it. It does kind of work. It doesn't mean that I have like 40 ends just straggling out, but it has kind of defeated the whole point of like using up the scrap yarn. I had to cut it off, and it feels like a waste. But like, I don't want to make a top that I'm not going to wear. Like, I'm going to wear this top. I love the colours. I wear blue all the time, and I wear yellow all the time. If you know me, you can vouch for me. Blue and yellow are my, I love them. I have so many blue and yellow clothes, so this looks so cute. I'm like, I have to make this perfect. Also, at my birthday the other day, my brother and his girlfriend got me this top from Hollister. I was thinking cute. Anyway, so now, after all of that, it finally fits, and I'm just going to keep going on the rows. I think I'm going to do 7 more rows. Yeah, 7 more rows, I think, and that'll be good. And I am going to add a little white scalloped edge on the bottom, because I think that'll be so cute, and I need to use up more of the white because I've still got a full one over here. I want to use as much of this white as possible, so I might even put like a white trim around the edge as well. We'll see how much I have left. Okay, so I've put my mic on a crochet hook because it's not clipping to the hoodie. It's quite a bit later, as you can see. After the whole palaver, with the making it way too big. I don't know how that happened and it's annoyed me. Really, really annoyed me. However, it's somewhat fixed. The ends of which have not been sorted out, so the inside of the top does look like this. I used to undo it because I know then I just wouldn't go back and do it all. Also, I really want to wear it and it's really cute and I just don't think I could quite replicate it how I had. But we have the length of the top. Now it's the straps time. However, before the straps, I'm going to add a little white scalloped edge to the bottom, just because I think that would be so cute. I'm not going to do a scalloped edge around the straps, but I'll add like a white edging, just like a single crochet edging around it, I think. But I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to steam this bottom bit because the chain is really tight in comparison to the rest of the top. So I'm just going to steam that bottom bit because it's actually quite hard. It fits perfectly when it's on, but it's hard to get over my head because this bit is much less stretchy than the rest of it. So that's what's going on. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to scallop it and steam it and then I'll come back. Okay, we do in fact have a scalloped edge and I've steamed her out a little bit. Now the top is a bit wide, but when I add the single crochet border around the top of it, it'll be fine, but like I had to steam it out because of the bottom bit. But instead of like joining the scallop edge at the bottom, I've left it open so it's just like a bit more room along with the seam. Look at that. It's okay. It's fine. I don't think I have any darning needles. They're all at uni. Okay, the ends of this project will go unsewn until, because I actually do want to wear this, so I will sew it in. I will. I'm going to start one of the straps now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to count how many thingies I have in the round, and I'm going to start like with a thicker bit, and then like decrease until I've got about, I'm going to say about 5 double crochets wide, and then I'm just going to like do like a thick strap, I think maybe 3 because if I'm going white around the edge, but I'm going to start a bit thicker so it almost like the top I've got on, it goes like that way. I'm gonna do that now, and I think I'm just gonna give you a grand reveal tomorrow. I think this is it for me talking you through what's happening. Give you a rundown of the journey. However, we have finished one of these blue balls. We have almost finished a white, almost finished a yellow, almost this blue will be finished, and I think the white might be finished. The white will be finished by the end of it actually because of the edging. So we've done pretty well in getting rid of yarn. So I'm really happy with that because that's what I wanted to do. Get rid of like lots of little scrappy bits that were like not really going to be put to use. I'm gonna do the straps now and cue me tomorrow in the future wearing it. Okay, here's the final top. I'm aware you can't really see my face right now. Oh, got my little scalloped edge. I added a little bit of elastic just here just to cinch it in at the waist. Kind of back here, it's on the back a little bit. And I added the little white border around the edge, and I just think it's really sweet. Yeah, I really love this project. I really like this series and how it's going to go, I think. So if you like it and if you want to see more, let me know. I will be continuing it anyway because God knows I need to get rid of the yarn. It's ridiculous. Give me some suggestions for what I can make in the next part of this series. I do have scrap yarn of probably the majority of types of yarn, so let me know what you want to see. I'd love some recommendations and suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. Go and follow me on other forms of social media, any of it. I'm Lenny's Crochet on anything, because I'll probably be posting about this. There's some things that I make that I don't post on here that get posted on there. So if you want to see more, head over there. I recently hit 7,000 followers on Instagram as well, which thank you very much. It's very fun because I don't post on Instagram too much. I go through waves of like posting a lot and then not a lot. So yeah, I should probably get back on that grind. But thank you very much for watching. I love you all, and yeah, leave me any suggestions for the next part of this video in the comments.